And here we go. Welcome everybody. Welcome in to the live stream. Welcome back to Port Canaveral. Good to see everybody here again. We took the day off yesterday due to a wedding, but it's good to be back. So we got a 4-ship day. It's a little bit slower of a day here today, but we've got 4 ships in port today here in Port Canaveral. We've got the Carnival Venezia we're looking at right now. We have the world's largest cruise ship, Star of the Seas, out in front of her at cruise terminal number 1. We've got MSC Seashore down in that back corner, right next to, or I guess off of the back of Venezia here. We have the Seashore down at cruise terminal number 10, and then the Norwegian Prima at terminal 6 today. Not usually her normal spot, but it looks like, I think they're doing some renovations to terminal 5, so they have her here at terminal number 6 this weekend. So very fun stuff. Cool little way to mix it up, but welcome in everybody. Rentos, we've got Kayla. Oh, we've got 2 people on Star today. Great. Ryan, what's going on? Teresa, hello. Kit, hello. Svetlana chases like a helicopter. Never made it to Jetty Park today. Oh, yeah, it was crazy busy today. I got here really early and I barely got a spot. I had to like sit around in order to like wait basically and for a spot to open up. But yeah, it was really tough to get in today. Yes, Getaway is coming to Canaveral later this year. I'm very excited. I'm actually going on it in January. I'm going on Getaway with Caleb. Norwegian's got a big deployment here for Canaveral this coming winter. They'll have Epic and Escape Saturdays and Sundays, and they'll have Getaway doing weekend sailings. So cool stuff. Ventura tomorrow. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool one to have here. Anthony, what's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Again, we've got a 6. Nope, not 6. I'm used to saying that. We've got a 4-ship day here in Port Canaveral. Venezia, Star of the Seas, MSC Seashore, and of course the Norwegian Prima. So awesome lineup here today. But I hope everybody is excited for the sailaways. Our first set of sailaways here is going to be taking place in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, no, I won't be here tomorrow either to live stream it, unfortunately. That would be cool to see. I've seen her before, but it's definitely a cool one to see here. But I hope everybody is having a fantastic Sunday afternoon so far, and I hope you guys are ready for an awesome set of sailaways here from Port Canaveral. JDG Jet, what's going on, Dante? Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dante, for that $10 super chat. You're awesome, man. What's going on? How was Star? How was Star? Oh, the weather's beautiful today. It was a great day. It was a beautiful day yesterday too. Yeah. Took yesterday off for that wedding. It was a great time. Very excited. Justin's been one of my best friends for almost 10 years now, and I was very, very happy to see him get married yesterday. They've been together for a long time. Yep. Big congratulations to the 2 of them. Star was great editing embarkation day video. Cool, nice, very cool. That's awesome. I'll have to check that out, man. I think NCL would consider sending a Prima class ship to the West Coast for Alaska. I'm not too sure. I think it would be a good ship for over there, but at the same time, those ships are more designed for, I feel like, warmer weather. But at the same time, Prima seems to do fantastic over in like the North Iceland type of cruises, like the Northern Europe cruises. So it's not out of the possibility. I know they like to have those ships in warmer weather though, for the most part. But it would be cool to see, especially because Norwegian does great Alaska itineraries. Wish for finally, yes, Disney Believe. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a. And there wasn't a whole lot of information that they really gave us on Disney Believe, but I might do like a quick little, video one day throughout the week. Now that the cruise vlogs have kind of dried up for the next 2 to 3 weeks, I might try to dabble into the cruise news videos again. Yes, great start to the first stream of spring 2026. I love it, love it. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday afternoon here. Notice they only announced Miami home port for Aura. Yes, I think they'll announce more later on, I'm sure, but is Chase in the helicopter? That's cool. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see him. It's super busy. I'm assuming he just wasn't able to get in. Teasing Icon Icon 4 for months. Any insight for this treasury? Oh, I think I'm feeling good about an Icon 4 announcement this week. No promises, but I'm feeling good about it. What's up with the smoke funnel? I think that's just them getting their engines going. They'll be setting up and going underway here momentarily. But Venezia here will be our first ship out. That's why she's got her engines are running, the smoke coming out of the funnel there. Yeah, I'm feeling good about Icon 4 this week. I'm very positive. I saw they even had like some placeholders up on their website the other day, which is a very big indicator that they're going to announce it soon.
Canaveral paddleboard the Carnival Venezia, preparing to depart Port Canaveral's Cruise Terminal 3. Turn in the middle basin and then proceed to sea. Standing by channel 12 for concerned traffic. Paddleboard Carnival Venezia.
Nice. All right, Venezia is getting underway here momentarily.
Carnival Venezia, preparing to depart Port Canaveral's Cruise Terminal 3. Turn in the middle basin and then proceed to sea. Standing by channel 12, this channel. For concerned traffic. Paddleboard the Carnival Venezia.
All right. Yep. Looks like we got our first set of lines are dropping on the Venezia. Let's go ahead and zoom in here for you. Somebody's got some screamy music going on their jet ski. Hoping Royal does something different with Icon 4. I agree. That's kind of, so she's gonna be directly replacing Icon in Miami. So I think the itineraries are gonna be very similar, but I like what they're doing with Legend, at least, to kind of mix it up, because I do agree with you in that sense. All the itineraries are relatively the same. But yeah, she will do year-round Miami to replace Icon. That's what the little placeholders showed the other day as well. So, it's only a given. They're not gonna replace Icon with something small. They're not gonna do it with like Voyager or something like that. It's gonna be an Icon class to replace her. Is that Costa Concordia's sister ship? So she used to be Costa Venezia. So she used to be a fleet mate, but I guess in a sense, if you want to consider it that, but Concordia was also long gone by the time Venezia entered the fleet for Costa. But technically, they both came out of Costa Cruises, but now Venezia is, of course, a Carnival ship. I've seen people with dogs on ships, like Utopia. I remember seeing a watering area for dogs. Yeah, they're usually there for the service animals. Every now and then you'll catch somebody will need to bring their service animal on board the ship, and usually that's why they leave it there, or that's why I have those types of areas on the ships. Yes, they do. The Icon class ships do have a dog that lives on board. Yes, that is their what they call the chief dog officer. I believe it is Icon is home to Rover. They're all golden retriever puppies. I guess Rover's probably not much of a puppy anymore. She's about 2 years old. But Rover lives on Icon. Sailor lives on Star of the Seas. And then Skipper is going to be on Legend. Skipper was just recently born as well, so she's getting ready. Well, letting her grow up just a bit. That way she's ready for the big debut of Legend. Is Icon for the last in the series, or are there more? So at the moment, there's going to be 5. At the moment. There's options for a 6th and then an eventual 7th as well. My guess would be, because of how successful the Icon class is, I would say they're going to go through with those options. But as of right now, there's only 5 officially ordered, but there's probably going to be 2 more. So many names. Rover. There will be 8 Icons once the class is done. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Norwegian mega ships. We should be hopefully getting something about those relatively soon, or maybe a first look soon. I know they're still a long way out, but I'm hoping to get some sort of first look soon. They have some pretty big confidence in those. If they've already ordered additional ones. There are bees all over the place. Yes, they do need a big breakout. I think Luna is going to be a good start for them, a good push in the right direction. But I think Aura is going to be what they really needed all along with the Prima class. And then I think once the new era ships come out, that'll be their big break. They are really stingy with the Wi-Fi. I feel like 150 minutes for the Wi-Fi that they give is not very. It's not very much. It's not enough for sure. It's nice that they give it to you for free, but it's not enough. Yes, the Icon class has really helped Royal. It's catapulted them into just complete new heights in popularity. Ugh. Right, exactly. You do a little bit of doom scrolling on TikTok before you go to bed, and it's over. There she goes. Alrighty, let's go ahead and zoom out as she pushes off the dock. Oh my gosh, there's so many bees, and they're like flying in my trunk. Any word on Royal new game-changing ships? I haven't, as far as like an Icon successor, it's definitely in the works, but I don't, there's no real information, tangible information, other than the fact that it's kind of a given that it's in the works. But we should be getting, as far as like next game changers with the Icon class, um, the, what you call it, Icon 4, I'm expecting it to be announced this week. So I wouldn't consider it a lock, but I would definitely consider it very likely this week. Size determines success, exactly. And I think size determines success. And as much as, we want, people will say that they want smaller ships. The Prima class, I think, were a good example of it not working. A lot of people wanted small ships. We got the small ships and they weren't successful. Well, not that the Prima class wasn't successful, but they really fell on their face, I think, coming out. They struggled to kind of gain footing because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, why is this so small? But the Discovery, yeah, but as far as the Discovery class, I do think it's going to be a lot bigger than people anticipate. In the Carnival world, Project Ace is going to be the new big class that they're coming out with. There's not a whole lot of information on those yet either. You can kind of see renders of them online. They were leaked out on accident. If you just Google Carnival Project Ace, there's a render of a Carnival ship, a large Carnival ship sitting in a shipyard. It's just like a CGI render, but that's the ship, essentially. There's a project management company, I guess, that they are extending the dry dock in order to build those larger ships in order to accommodate them at Fincantieri. And they made the renders to show that, like, hey, yep, this is what it would look like, it'll work, blah, 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 blah. And lo and behold, they uploaded the photo just out to the internet. And so it's the photo that you see in that render is Project Ace. They haven't announced it. It's not necessarily an official render from Carnival, but it's in there, and that's it. Coop, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. It'll be called Pinnacle. I haven't heard anything about that. I've been hearing Project New Era is what I've been told as far as the class name, or at least the project name. But I guess that's not all official, though, yet. So it's always subject to change. But I think we'll get some sort of announcement and some sort of like reveal of it soon, I hope. Although they're still far ways out, so who knows. Just came from Chase's channel, looks like a lot of fun. Oh, awesome. Thank you for coming over. I noticed he wasn't out here today. But welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. On Star, awesome. Have a great cruise. I hope you're having a great time so far, and I hope you have a great week on board that ship. It's unbelievable. That ship is just absolutely incredible. I don't know. Let's see. I did book a cruise the other day. Does anybody want to guess what it is? We just booked a cruise maybe a day or two ago. If anybody wants to take a guess on what it is in the chat, I'll see if I can see if anybody can guess it right. Couldn't get into the park? Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that yellow helicopter going by earlier. That's cool. That's cool that he does that. I haven't really ever taken the time to go do that, but it looks really fun. The first guess got it. Good job, Ryan. Yeah, I'm going on Legend. We're doing the quick 3-night when it first comes into Fort Lauderdale this year. So it's not going to be like a big, crazy, like, you know, 8-night cruise on it. But we are going to go on Legend of the Seas as soon as she gets to Fort Lauderdale. So, good guess. Nice job. I feel like it was, I don't know, maybe slightly obvious knowing me and how much I love the Icon ships. So, I think my rationale was also, I went on one of the first sailings of Icon. I was on the maiden voyage for Star. I might as well do the same for Legend. Also, I apologize if my voice is a little raspy today. It was a good time at that wedding yesterday. Had an awesome time. But yes, my next cruise is going to be Norwegian Luna, and that's in 3 weeks, a little less than 3 weeks now. I just checked in for it yesterday, actually. But so Luna is my next cruise. I'm going on MSC Seaside shortly after. But as far as the one I just booked, it is Legend of the Seas. We're going on that in November. But I do have Luna booked. I also have World Atlantic booked as well. You're gonna try to see me? Okay, great. Yeah, I'm right along the rocks. If you tell me where you're at, I'll keep an eye out for you. And Caleb, I was just telling him we just booked that. Unfortunately, I won't be going to see Luna tomorrow. The only reason I'm not going to see Luna is because I'll be sailing on her in just a few weeks anyways. So we'll be getting a lot of onboard footage. I'll be trying to do some live streams from Luna, by the way. So if you want some onboard live streams, we do that as well. We did that on Norwegian Star a couple weeks ago. But we'll be doing a couple live streams if we can on board Luna, but I'll be sailing on her relatively soon. To park here? We have to park, yes, Jaco, yes. I am booked on the 3-night when she gets to Fort Lauderdale. But yes, we do have to still pay to park here. It's about $15 for a day pass to get into Jetty Park, but I buy the annual pass, and so if you live outside of Brevard County, it's about $100, I think it's about $100, $115 for the year for an annual pass, which is not too bad. I break even with that very quickly, usually after a month. So yes, it's a great time. So the annual pass is definitely worth it if you come out a bunch. Yes, Luna comes in tomorrow. She's off the Bahamas right now. I think so too. I think having Legend in Fort Lauderdale will really revive the vibe down there for sure. It used to be, that used to be the place for Royal, with Oasis and Allure for like the longest time. Ever since, Oasis and Allure started leaving, it hasn't really been quite the same, had quite the draw, even though they're all back there at the moment. But you know what I mean? Having like those two big flagships there. I do believe Justin's going to be there tomorrow, though. If anybody wants to see, I don't know how quickly he's going to get the video out. He's not going to live stream it, but he should be there tomorrow to watch it come in, or at least sail away. I think he's going to watch it sail away is what it is, because it gets in at like 2 a.m. tomorrow. Deck 7 middle? Okay. I will keep it. I'll keep an eye out for you. But yeah. Have I ever done a river cruise? I have not, actually. They seem interesting. I've never tried one, though. And if you guys go check out Justin's video of Luna coming, I guess, sailing away tomorrow, if you get, see him, go spam in his comment sections. Congratulations, you got married yesterday. That's why we weren't here yesterday. My good friend Justin got married, which was very exciting for him. So definitely go drop some comments on his channel and just tell him congratulations. I can't find the remote. Oh. He's not in Miami today. No, he is still at Disney with his new wife. Disney starting in Fort Lauderdale. Oh yeah, it's really cool to have a new Disney ship there too. I've always wondered why Norwegian doesn't go to Fort Lauderdale. That's a good question, actually. I genuinely have no idea. Yeah. Two lines on the back of Venezia remind you of the Meravigilia's. Oh yeah, actually you're right. That is an interesting observation. I see it now. Meraviglia has like the two strips, of windows right above the bridge, like along the top, where the yacht club is, and those two, like strips of glass on the bottom of Venezia look kind of similar. Yeah, MSC used to use Fort Lauderdale a long time ago. Will Wonder go to Fort Lauderdale when Oasis 7 comes in? That's a good question. I don't know, actually. There's definitely several things that they could do with Wonder when Oasis 7 comes in, but my best guesses would be that Oasis 7 will replace Wonder on those 3 and 4 night cruises to kind of pair up with Utopia being the two newest Oasis class. But I don't know what they would do with Wonder. Maybe they'll move it to Fort Lauderdale, or they may do something else with it. I'm not too sure, actually. It's going to be fun to speculate on that, though. Good question. Where is Venezia going this week? Is she a Eastern Caribbean, perhaps? Do we think Icon 4 will have some differences or added rooms or different venues like her sisters? Anything to separate her apart? I think we're going to get more on Icon 4 than we do on the current 3. I think we've already started seeing some changes with Legend going off the response from the first 2, which is good. It's always great to see that they're adapting and they're making changes as they go. But I think we're going to see the biggest changes on Hero. I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they are going to stay the same, but I personally think that we're going to see some changes for Icon 4. Michelle Taylor, hello, hello. First time here. Good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Wonder would be cool to see up in New York and New Jersey. Actually, that would be a great ship for up there. Wish to Galveston with Believe at Port Canaveral, do you think? I think so. It's of course unofficial, but I like the idea. I think that's probably the most likely scenario. And I've heard it before. Yeah, waiting for the photobomb appearance from Victory 1 at some point today, I'm sure. Probably before Prima comes out. Jeff C, hello, hello. Let's see, Venezia heading out 7-day round trip Western Caribbean. Okay, I was off by a few days, or the other direction, I guess. But yes, Western Caribbean cruise, awesome. That's nice. Per cruise member, okay, very nice. Would we see an Icon Plus class? That's a good question, actually. I think they'll go off of a successor instead of a larger version of the Icon class. Right, exactly. I think it'd be good to start moving the Wish around a little bit. I think she's already going over to Europe for her dry dock season, but I think it'll be cool. Yes, they do still have Disney Magic right now operating in Galveston, but only seasonal. An open aquadome would be crazy. That would be really crazy to see. Venezia sailing Port Canaveral, Roatan, Belize, Cozumel, then Port Canaveral. Ooh, interesting they're going to Belize. Usually they'll go to Costa Maya instead.
On the sailboat Naya, Canaveral pilot aboard the Carnival Venezia on 16. Sailboat Naya. Good afternoon, Captain. Let's go to channel 12, 12. Canaveral pilot on Carnival Venezia, 12. This is Naya on 12. Hey, good afternoon, Captain. This is the cruise ship that just finished her turn in the middle basin. I see her inbound or outbound. Cap, up to you. You can pick a side, but you can't stay where you are. What side of the channel do you want to get to?
Okay, I'm going to go over to my reds, and I'll pass you. I think I see you there on just pointing outbound. So I'll leave you on starboard if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine, Cap. Get to the south. I'll meet you starboard to starboard. Thank you. We'll be standing by on 12 if you want to reach me.
Thank you for that. I will stay on 12 till it's clear.
Going to Utopia April 6th. Very nice. Awesome. That's cool. Utopia is a good ship. I've been on that one twice already. It's a great ship. Welcome everybody that are just joining in the live stream here. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday afternoon. Be sure to leave a like on the stream. Lets me know you guys are having a good time. And of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We do this every single weekend here in Port Canaveral and other Florida cruise ports as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying the stream, and sit back, relax, and enjoy all of these sailaways we've got this afternoon. We've got the Carnival Venezia heading out at the moment. Then, of course, we've got the Star of the Seas heading out around 4:30, MSC Seashore at 4:30, and I believe Prima is going to be around 6 o'clock. Fall asleep editing. Oh gosh, I know the days getting off of a cruise are very tiring. Absolutely, Stu, I absolutely agree with that. I think the Discovery ships are going to be much bigger than what people think. I think the idea started as something small, like they originally intended, and as they just began to develop the ship and also, take a lot of business decisions into consideration, I think it got really big, as they continued to develop the ship. Nice, that's awesome. I'll have to take a look at it when it comes out.
We're heading out. What side of the channel are you going to move to today, Cap?
Outside of the channel on the green side currently, Cap. We'll see you on that 2 out and have the wires down for you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, just give me a shout when the wires are slack. And yeah, we'll meet you starboard to starboard, and you'll be out on the south side. Just for your heads up, we've got pretty stretched out departures. This one's first, then 16, 15, 1700, and 18. I don't know if you think you can get in and do a little work in between some of those last two.
Roger that, Cap. Thank you. We would appreciate any kind of slow bell below 10 knots if you can give it to us as well.
Yeah, we can keep it 10 knots for you, Cap. Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Got it.
Alrighty. Yes, Project Ace looks absolutely massive. Those ships are going to be really cool to see. I'm excited for them to finally fully reveal those ships. They're still really hard at work on those. It's not fully ready to be revealed just yet, but there are renderings out there, and it's already promising from what they've got so far is already very promising. Yeah, and exactly. The Project Ace doesn't come out until 29 anyway, so we're a long ways out. Can't wait to sail on Explorer next month. First Voyager class. Nice. I have a friend that just got off of Voyager yesterday. He had an awesome time. He loved the ship. Seashore Sunday. Awesome. Nice, nice, nice. Alrighty, here she comes, Carnival Venezia. Had that one booked and paid for. Oh, that stinks. That stinks.
Sure, go ahead, man. You can ask Frank, got a little dark boat fishing boat off of buoy 12. Looks like he's on his trolling motor, but he's in the channel. And I'll pass him by, but he might get a surprise when he starts swinging the stern on the outside turn. Got it. Here we go. On board the Star of the Seas. Star of the Seas, getting it away, dropping the line. Cruise terminal number 1, heading up MSC Cruise traffic to normal channel 4.
Oops, there we go.
Star of the Seas is getting it away, dropping line. Cruise terminal number 1, heading up MSC Cruise traffic to normal channel 4.
September 23rd, I Ate a Diva will be in Canaveral. Oh, that's really cool. That's a very random one to have. That's cool.
Dropping line, cruise terminal number 1.
And we'll catch up on the chat here momentarily after the Venezia comes by, but bear with me one moment if you've got any questions in the chat. But everybody say goodbye to Carnival Venezia as she heads out to sea, headed to Mahogany Bay in row 10. Hello, hello, everyone. Let's see. 217 days till Seashore Yacht Club. Wow, that's awesome. It'll be here before you know it. I'm going on Seaside soon, and I might be able to in the Yacht Club. I'm hoping my upgrade offer goes through. But that's awesome. I love the Seashore too. She's a great ship. If you paint Venezia black just above the waterline and keep the yellow lines, be confused with a Disney ship. That's honestly, you're kind of right. Ferta Squad, hello, hello. How was Justin's wedding? Oh, it was a great time. I don't remember half of it. It was a great time though.
Man, look at that one down ahead. Is that the Carnival with the dome? That's crazy. I think that's their newest one, isn't it?
Yeah, no, the wedding yesterday was a good time. Oh, Pookie will get the foot. Yes, yes. Yes, everybody that's here, if you guys follow Justin or if you aren't familiar with him, go check out Justin Hirsch Cruising. Go spam congratulations in his comment sections. He just got married yesterday. He's been one of my best friends for years now. So very, very happy for him. Go tell him congratulations in the comments on his videos. What in the world? Interesting. Wow. that was awesome. That was funny. It was a big like RV bus type of thing. It looks like a really, really old like retro bus, basically. Right. What cruise line is this? This is Carnival. It's their quote unquote Costa by Carnival, so that's why it looks like a Costa ship. It was originally the Costa Venezia, but they converted it over to Carnival Venezia, so that's kind of why it doesn't look like a normal Carnival ship. That kid, that's so funny. It definitely got everybody's attention. I think everybody turned around when that thing came in.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
That would have been really funny if it was the ship. That would have been funny. I really hope these bees don't get into my car. Highly recommend the Norwegian Gem for a mid-sized ship. Went on a few weeks ago. Everything was incredible. Awesome. Gem is very high on my list right now. I really, really enjoyed the Norwegian Star. So I'd like to get back on that class of ship soon if I can. Even though they're slightly different from one another, but I would like to check those ships out again. Sailing at Venezia in November. First time, looking forward to it. Nice. If you want to check it out, there's a ship tour on my channel of the Venezia. There's a playlist of ship tours of about, I think there's like almost 40 different ship tours in there. But it was relatively recent, so if you just scroll down a little bit in that playlist, you'll find the Venezia. But I sailed on her early last year, and amazing ship. She's one of my favorite Carnival ships at the moment. Alrighty, let's go ahead and spin around to Star of the Seas. There we go. There we go. Do you accept the offer? You're the captain, but 50% epic, 5% grandeur. That would still be pretty cool. I should check out the helicopter. I'll check it out later, for sure. But on the sister ship, the Pearl, highly recommend as well. The gem goes out of Jacksonville, and easiest embarkation and debarkation. Oh, really? That's cool. With Jacksonville being a small port, I wasn't too sure on how that would be good. Do you get good internet speed while doing live streams on board? It depends on the ship. When I sailed on MSC Grandiosa earlier this year, the live streams weren't very good as far as the internet speeds in order to do them. But on Norwegian Star, which surprisingly is about half the size, it was very good. We live streamed most of the days on board. Celebration's your favorite so far? Oh, cool, awesome. Yeah, Celebration's a great ship too. I have not sailed on Celebration, but I've been on Mardi Gras, and I've also toured the Mardi Gras a couple times. The internet on Grandiosa was not good. It is cool sailing under the bridges. It was really cool going under the Skyway Bridge. I'm sure the Dames Bridge in Jacksonville is pretty cool too. Yeah, we're all here to see the Victory 1, the casino ship, come in. That's what we're really here for. Yes, we'll still be live for the MSC Seashore. She'll be underway probably in the next 30 minutes or so, or 20 to 30 minutes. But yes, we'll be watching the Seashore sail away here relatively soon. But Star of the Seas should be getting underway relatively soon. They've already made the call over the radio that they are dropping lines. So they'll be heading out here in the next couple minutes. Yes, we'll be catching all the sailaways today, this afternoon. So it'll be Star of the Seas is next. We have the MSC Seashore is the third ship out. Then the Norwegian Prima is the fourth and final ship of the day. Fly with Jude, hello, hello. Until we meet again. I'm glad you had a good time, man. Star is an amazing ship. I'm very excited to get back on an Icon class. Ooh, it's a Halloween cruise too. Nice. That's awesome. I've never done a cruise during Halloween, actually. Remaining ship departures. Thank you, Jaco. Let's see. Aida Diva is a cool name. Let's see. Remaining cruise ship departures. Today's Star, 4:30. Perhaps early. Seashore at 4:30 and Prima at 6. So hopefully Prima's a little early today too. But I guess we'll find out as she moves along.
There are no other islands, right? The other one came.
A lot of them stop or commute at someplace in the group.
Yeah, that's where we stopped.
I hope everybody's having a great Sunday afternoon here so far as well. If you are, definitely let me know. Leave a like on the stream. Let me know you're having a good time by hitting that like button. And subscribe. If you're new to the channel, we do this every single weekend here in Port Canaveral, so definitely subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of the live streams we do here. Captain Sindra. Okay, nice. Very cool. Oh my God, another super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $2. I think rooms under Star Bridge must be sick, downward tilted window. Oh, I bet you it is. Thank you so much for the super chat. They're very much appreciated. And also big shout out to our members. Dante, I see you are a member now. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And Jaco and all the other members here in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, the bulk carriers, every now and then the cranes will be moving for it. On the seashore, cool. All right. I hope you have a great cruise. Let me know where you're at, and I'll try to see if I can find you on the stream as you come by. But have a great cruise. Prima's still fueling up as of now. She's a little late getting in this morning. Oh, really? Interesting. I'm not too sure who the Seashore cruise director will be around October. The Carnival usually always gives a schedule. I don't know about MSC. I haven't really seen schedules from them. Star of the Seas, 4th of July. That's awesome. That is awesome. You're gonna have a great time on that cruise. Star just started dropping lines. Perfect. Love to hear it. They called that over the radio a while ago. Yes, MSC does have very good pizza. Opinion on Canaveral, Fort Lauderdale, or Miami? Only ever sailed out of Miami, side by side, booked on Venezia, or Vista and Venezia. Oh, that's cool. I personally like Canaveral the best, although if you're traveling a long distance, say like if you're flying in, it may not be as convenient as Fort Lauderdale or Miami, just because the airport, the major airport around here, MCO, is about 30 to 45 minutes away. So you would have to take either some sort of shuttle, an Uber, a taxi, whatever it may be. So it'll be a little bit tougher to get out here, but if you're okay with that, if you're just driving in, then it would be very easy to get into Port Canaveral. The traffic gets busy here, but it's not anything compared to what happens in Miami. Miami, just random weekends. There's going to be random weekends in Miami where you just have to like wait an hour essentially in traffic to even get into the port. So Miami's just very crazy at all times. But Miami's great though because there's a lot of great big ships there. They're usually a lot of ships at once there as well. Same with Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale's kind of right in the middle of downtown as well, so it's kind of tricky navigating through there. But Fort Lauderdale's a nice one as well. It's very spread out, and you can go about 100 different directions in Port Everglades. Be on Star from June 28th to July 5th. Nice, that's awesome. Like Miami the best. For a hotel, stayed at Hilton Blue Lagoon. Nice. Yeah, I think if you're traveling a long distance, I think Miami is the best because the accessibility and just being able to stay nearby. And of course, the ships there are fantastic. Oh my gosh, a third super chat of the day. Thank you so much, Dante. Thank you so much, man. You're awesome for that. But yes, Port Canaveral is super relaxing. There's typically not a whole lot of traffic. You're not going to deal with a lot of chaos here. All the terminals are very efficient, very smooth, very easy to get through and to get around. But it just kind of depends on your preference. If you kind of want more of a laid back, stress-free, especially if you're driving, from wherever distance, if you're local to Florida or, driving in from Georgia or wherever it may be, then Canaveral might be the less stress option, but Miami is a great option though. But I do a healthy mix between the three. Actually, I think I have a cruise from all four of the major cruise ports here in Florida. We've already done one this year from Canaveral on the Grandiosa. We did the Norwegian Star out of Tampa. The next cruise is going to be on Norwegian Luna out of Miami. Seaside's out of Miami. Harmony this year will be out of Canaveral, and then we're going on World America. That will be out of Miami, and then Fort Lauderdale when we sail on Legend of the Seas. Santiago, yes, biggest ship in the world. She is absolutely massive. I found it interesting that Prima docked at 6 today. Yes, so they're doing renovations to Terminal 5, and what Canaveral did is that they rescheduled everything. If there's not a ship already existing at Terminal 6 on a particular day, If it was going to go to Terminal 5, they moved them all over to Terminal 6. So the weekends that Vista isn't here on a Sunday, it seems like going forward until Caribbean Princess comes in, you know, as long as Terminal 6 is open, Prima is going to dock at Terminal 6 while those renovations are ongoing at Terminal 5. But I was caught off guard by that because I didn't notice that until I didn't realize she docked at 6 today until I was coming over the bridge to get here. Live in Nashville. Port Canaveral is not too bad of a drive. In October, we're staying at the Holiday Inn Express near the port. Heard it's a great place. Oh, yeah, the Holiday Inn Express, it's like right here, too.
You don't have that unless everything's sloped into that shower.
And if you get here early, you can hang out. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of really neat stuff. It's kind of a smaller town type of vibe, especially, which is the opposite of Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Both of those ports are just in the middle of downtown Fort Lauderdale and Miami, whereas Port Canaveral is just kind of a little chill beach town. There's a lot of different stuff that goes on here. Sometimes you'll see a submarine here in Port Canaveral. Sometimes you'll see a rocket launch. You really never know what you're going to see in Port Canaveral when you're going on a cruise out of here. Has Royal Caribbean done any ship get-togethers at sea? Carnival has done in the past. They've done it in the past with the Oasis ships, and then when Star came out last year, they did the big photo shoot right off of Coco. Whenever those two were, I guess, back in August when Star first came out, so they did the big meetup for those two. They may do it with Legend as well. Star should be going to Coco, I believe. It'll be me, Caleb, and Caleb's brother that are going on Legend. Actually, Royal right now is running a deal for that particular sailing, and I think a lot of Legend sailings is the third and fourth people sail free. So it was the same price for me and Caleb to go as it was for us to include his brother. And so he's going to come with us, and it essentially stayed the same price. Luna passing the private island. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, she's getting close. Man, I cannot wait to go on that ship. Plan to get to Port Canaveral on Saturday afternoon to watch the cruise ship sail out. Hopefully see some dolphins. That'll be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, come on out to Jetty Park. It's an awesome time over here. Very, very pretty park. It's always very well kept, very popular. And the dolphins are very active. Dolphins are very active here in Port Canaveral too, so you'll probably catch some. We usually catch them every now and then here whenever the ships are coming out. They'll usually kind of guide the ship out, but it's really cool. They are very active here. Run into Palm Beach Pete. I can't say I have. Yeah, when's everybody's next cruise? I usually like to ask this. I like to ask this every stream, but when's everybody's next cruise? It seems like a lot of people are going on Seashore soon. I've had a couple people. I have a couple of people here that are on Star, and I think a few are going on Star pretty soon as well. Going to Odyssey in the summer and Legend next spring break. Nice, that's cool. Very cool. I'll be on Legend in November. I really want to go on Odyssey. Odyssey looks amazing. I still want to do a quantum class. Allure of the Seas in November. Nice. Allure is amazing. She looks great with those upgrades too. Icon in June. Nice. And those Icon class, you cannot beat those Icon class ships. They are amazing. Just learn you can book your own Virgin cruise. Oh, there you go. Speaking of booking your next cruise, shameless plug here. If you guys want a really good deal on your next cruise, there is a affiliate link in the description of this live stream and on all of my videos. If you guys use that link to book your next cruise, my friends at Cruises It really supports the channel. I do get a commission out of, if you were to book through them, I do get a commission. It's not me that would be the travel agent, but they are the travel agency that is sponsoring me. So they will make sure you guys get the best deal possible on your next cruise, and it also supports everything that I do here as well. So go check them out. They've got some really great deals, especially on last minute cruises. Every now and then they'll have some really good last minute deals. And sometimes they have exclusive offers as well. May 24th on Celebration. Nice. Flight Novel. Nice. Welcome back. Yes, very pretty day. Very pretty day here at Jetty Park. 2:17 to Seashore, and on the Gem. Bought the cruise next, so you need to plan another NCL cruise soon. Ooh, Escape out of Canaveral. I'm on Escape as well in April. I'm on Escape in April this year, or next year, while she's here in Canaveral. That's awesome. Yeah, we bought a bunch of those Cruise Next credits when we were on Norwegian Star recently. Disney Treasure, February 10th. Nice. Brilliant Lady heading off to Panama Canal, onward to Alaska. That's cool. That's right. They did a little bit of modifying to Brilliant Lady. It's not a whole lot, but they kind of tucked the lifeboats are just tucked in just a little bit more on Brilliant Lady than the others, and so she can actually fit through the canal. From my experience, is parking convenient or a hassle in Tampa compared to Port Canaveral? I didn't really find it any different. The only thing with Tampa is that you kind of walk through downtown a little bit, which is not that bad. It's one single parking garage that all three terminals share, but I didn't have any issues parking in Tampa. You just have to walk a little bit to get over to the terminals. You have to walk through, one or two crosswalks. But other than that, I found it no different other than just kind of walking through the middle of downtown rather than through a parking garage like you would get here. Reviews on Escape. I hear the most amazing things about Escape. Even she's now 11 years, she's 11 years old, or coming up on 11 years old, and I hear nothing but amazing things even today of Escape. But very, very much looking forward to going on it. I have a good friend of mine has sailed on Escape. Escape alone, he has sailed on Escape 60 times. Oh, yep, there she goes. Star of the Seas is moving. If you ever find good deals on cruises, to look into it. Found one today, and now apparently it's too many cruises we have booked. That's how they get you. It's, oh yeah, go ahead and start looking, and then it's all of a sudden no, there's too many already booked. Yeah, she got you there. Yep, Robbie O'Malley. He sails on. He doesn't exclusively sail on Norwegian, but he definitely sails on them 90% of the time. I don't know. I'll go on Grandiosa again. I think when it moves to the 3 and 4s, I might try to book it again. Remaining cruise ship departures today. MSC Seashore at 4:30. Norwegian Prima at 6. Very nice. Very nice. Yep. Star of the Seas heading out to sea. I believe she's going to Coco Cay. Star of the Seas next week. All right. I hope you have a great time. One of our members here just got off of Star of the Seas this morning and had an amazing time. Star is one of the best ships I've ever been on. You're on deck 7? Okay, perfect. I'll keep an eye out for you. Looking into cruising on MSC. Nice. Yeah, MSC is great. It's you kind of get what you pay for. They're I don't think MSC is the best out there at the moment, but that's not to say that they're not good. I guess they're the best value for sure. Best value by a long shot. Very, very cheap cruises. They may not be the best. They may not be the best of the best, but they are very cheap, very, very pretty ships. They have a lot of really great things to offer. Why does cruising become a favorite thing to do for a vacation? That's a good question. Honestly, like for me, I've been around it my entire life. My first cruise, I was only 2 years old, so I just kind of always what I remember. But I'm actually interested to see why everybody in the chat, if like what got you into cruising? Like what makes you love cruising? Like for me, I'm just a nerd, and I like the ships. I go on the ships as much as I can. But I'd like to see kind of what everybody's reason for loving cruises is. It's always a variety of different reasons. Everybody's different. It'll be your very first cruise ever? Very nice. Star of the Seas, sailing 7-night cruise, Coco Cay, St. Thomas, and Phillipsburg, St. Martin. Drug you into cruising, and now she's created a monster. That's how they get you. That's funny though. Nice. Took 25 years to get your husband to do a cruise. Now it's the best vacation. So many ports, no cleaning, no cooking, and relax. Yeah, that's the best part too. You don't have to do anything. Everything's already there for you. There's no obligations. It's just an overall really good time. You like the ships, but you like to get to see different places, and your luggage comes along with you. Oh, and the food ain't bad either. That's my thing. You're in a new place every day, and sometimes like when you're on the right ship, it's awesome because even when you're not in a destination, you're just hanging out on the ship, relaxing and having a good time. And sometimes the ship has stuff to do all day long while you're hanging out at sea. Caleb, welcome back. Welcome back to the chat. 21st cruise, that's sweet. Caleb, we also have only 20 days until we go on Luna. It's getting close, man. It's getting close. For those who are interested in the brand new Norwegian Luna, we will be sailing on her in a little under 3 weeks. We do plan to do some live streams as long as the internet is good, and I'm assuming it will be. But we are planning to do some live streams while we are on board the ship as well. So stay tuned for that. Very, very much looking forward to it and giving you guys like a first look to the Norwegian Luna. Deck level 12 on MSC, bright purple shirt towards the front of the ship. Okay. Perfect. I will try to take a look for you, or I'll try to find you here. So Braden, when it was 2013 on Fantasy, loved it. Since then, we've done as many cruises as you can. There you go. That's awesome. Going to Chick-fil-A later? It's Sunday, unfortunately. I did have Chick-fil-A for breakfast this morning because after the wedding, Dimitri and I went out to Chick-fil-A last night and grabbed like just a giant box of chicken strips, and we heated them up and had it for breakfast this morning. Star's departure time is right now. She is on the move. She is heading out. Gaming stream tonight? Shall we do a gaming stream tonight, perhaps? That might be kind of fun. I have a lot to edit, but probably. No jet lag, fairly fast embarkation, debarkation. Yeah, that's true. Imagine stream. I'll think about Fortnite. Forward to reviews on Luna. Oh, I'm very much looking forward to it. A friend so it's me, Caleb, that frequently will come in as a guest here on these streams, watch the ship sail away. Caleb is going to be there, and then my good friend Dimitri, he is Cruise for Life on Instagram. He's cruised with me in the past as well, and so the two of them are joining on Luna. And Dimitri just got off of Aqua the other day, and he had nothing but great things to say about that ship, so I'm assuming Luna can be just about the same, but of course every ship is different. But he had a lot of really great things to say about Aqua, so I'm assuming it's going to be a really good time on Luna. So jealous we're going on Luna. Yes, we're going to be doing the reviews as soon as we can. My gaming channel, it's at the brand bot. Somebody may be able to put a link in the chat here for us, but I don't have anything set up yet. But you know, if you guys subscribe to that, it's, you know, I don't expect everybody to subscribe to a gaming channel. We're here for cruises, but sometimes we'll sit and talk about cruises while I do some gaming, whatever I'm playing. But if you guys want to check that out, sometimes I'll stream there throughout the week. We usually just sit around, hang out, and talk about cruise ships as I play Nintendo Switch. So it's a good time. But if anybody wants to drop a link for it, that would be very much appreciated. I don't have the link with me right now. Justin's not going on Luna with us, unfortunately. That was the original plan, just due to his recent wedding. Actually, he gets back from his honeymoon the day we go on Luna. So it just, I think a few factors kind of fell into place, but unfortunately, he just wasn't able to join us this time around. Thank you, Kit. Sometimes we'll do Virtual Sailor on this channel. I'll take it. I haven't even booted up my actual PC in a long time. Husband's a aircraft inspector. Oh, that's cool. I have a good friend that's a flight attendant. So won't fly to Miami. Tell the captain they need to come to Canaveral. Have I booked Aura yet? I'm on the Miami inaugural for Norwegian Aura. So yes, I will be on the first Miami sailing on Aura. Next year is going to be a fun year. We're doing the inaugural for Aura, and we're doing the inaugural maiden voyage for World Atlantic as well. We're considering Festival, but I don't think I have the PTO for it. Walking from one corner of the bridge to the other seems like good. Oh, I'm sure it's what, the stars are what, about 200 feet across? Any ugly crying? No, there's a lot of alcohol flowing yesterday at the wedding. Be cool if I ever did a video from the bridge of any ships. So I might be, honestly, I might be able to. I might be able to get something if I can. I'm good friends with the captain on Carnival Horizon. I might be able to see if I can do something again with him later this year. Justin's very now. Boys trips are limited. The deal was to get one Pookie's cruise a year. Caleb, the gaming channel is The Brand Bot. I think somebody linked it. Scroll up just a little bit here in the chat. Somebody linked it for you. Yeah, I think him and I might do Oasis next year for a quick 3-night. We shall see. There's also a lot already booked next year, so we'll see about that. There's too much about planes, so you drive. That's funny. The Aqua is going to be coming into Canaveral soon. I believe sometime next year, perhaps. So it'll be cool to have Aqua here at least. Again, Ultima, last and final. I will not confirm nor deny that, Ryan, but that's a good guess. Is he not on Elation? I think he's on vacation right now, but he comes back to Horizon. He usually seems to... Captain Nick seems to finish his contracts on Elation. Welcome in everybody that's just now tuning in to the live stream. Hope you guys are having a good time. Let me know that you guys are enjoying the stream by hitting that like button. Lets me know that you're having a good time. And of course, we do these live streams here in Port Canaveral and other Florida cruise ports every single weekend. So definitely make sure you're hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the future live streams we got going here. Booked on World Atlantic for March 28. Nice. Yeah, we're on the maiden voyage, folks. So we're gonna have some really awesome and really early footage of that ship, and I'm really looking forward to it. It looks amazing. One more. Oh my God, Dante, thank you so much for the super chats again, man. Dude, you're amazing for these. Thank you so much. Those super chats are always very much appreciated. We might get horns today. I've heard horns the last 2-ish times that I've seen Star here. We've gotten some horns, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we get some today. There she is, the world's largest cruise ship. All right, we got a couple horns today. Man, she's an awesome ship. There we go. And I'll catch up on the chat here momentarily after the ship comes by the way. The horn, Star's horn's actually relatively quiet compared to others. But these microphones usually pick it up pretty well, but it's on the quieter side for sure. Okay, let's zoom in a little further. Man, that ship looks good. All right, let's see, catch up on the chat here. Welcome in everybody that's just joining in. Let's see, it would be funnier. The Star of the Seas horn was just a little bit louder than a version of a UV bug. That would be funny. Or a VW bug. These ships are getting big, very, very big. The prices are high. Hopefully, as more and more come out, with more and more availability with these icon ships, I think the prices will eventually start coming down. But the demand is just unbelievable for these ships.
Understood. Departure time 1800 local time. Pile will board 15 minutes before shoreside.
Okay, Prima is confirmed for 6 o'clock. No, I wasn't able to catch you. I'm sorry. Or I didn't see you at least. Not a fan of the huge size ships. Gotta say, I'm amazed by Star of the Seas. What an absolute, she is an absolute monster for sure. I agree. 1,000 for an interior is absolutely no. I agree. It's very, very expensive. Yes, I love the mega ships. That's what I prefer to go on. These are what I grew up going on. But I do agree they're not for everybody, and not every ship is for everybody. Even the small ones aren't for everybody. Kind of just depends, what you're looking for and what kind of ship you like. I haven't seen any movement, no movement yet from Seashore from what I've seen. There we go. Going around the corner. Good friends with the bass guitar player for Oh, that's sweet. That's cool. Yeah, MSC. So they haven't necessarily ordered those ships yet, but that project is very, very well in the works. I do know a good amount of information that's not quite out there just yet for those, but those ships are, yeah, those ships are very, very big, and they are bigger than Icon. They are in fact bigger than Icon, which is insane. Right now, they're just looking for a shipyard that can build them. They were originally going to go to Meyer Turku in Finland, but with Royal Caribbean making that new agreement for exclusive rights to build there for, oop, kicked the tripod. But essentially, Royal Caribbean has exclusive rights to build at Meyer Turku for the next 10 years. So they no longer can build there. So they're going to go to the Chantiers. There's some, Chantiers has a big backlog of ship orders as well. So they're just looking to find somewhere that can build it. You're on Smoky Mountain. We're on Seashore. Very nice, very nice. Fuel barge on Prima's on the move. Nice. Love to hear it. But yeah, I hope you have a great time on Seashore. It sounds like you guys will be leaving here in the next couple minutes. Hopefully. All right, we'll go ahead and spin around. Oh, I gotta fix my camera after I kicked it. There we go. Alrighty. 2 ships down, 2 to go. Bald Eagle, what's going on? You're waving an orange Tennessee flags from deck 12 for. Okay, perfect. I'll keep an eye out for you. Yeah, Eurybia is stuck in that area. It's very unfortunate. Very tricky situation for sure. MSC is on the... Is it on the move? It might be. Just barely starting to get going. I have done the Panama Canal, yes. I did. So when Norwegian Bliss came out back in 2018, I was on the inaugural canal sailing. Actually, it was really cool. Panama Canal was an awesome, awesome experience. All right, have a good one, Dante. Thanks for hanging out. Again, thank you so much for those super chats earlier, man. You're awesome. Went on 2 cruise ships. I came to Dubai in 2020, got stuck, and I went to Eurybia, also got stuck. Oh my gosh. It seems like you have bad luck going on ships there. Okay, that's good. All right, looks like we just crossed 100 likes on this stream. Thank you guys so much for 100 likes on this stream. You guys are awesome so much. Thank you so much for that. If you haven't already, definitely hit that like button. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the stream here. It lets me know that you guys are having a good time. And again, we do this every single weekend here in Port Canaveral and other Florida cruise ports as well. We like to mix it up here. So subscribe, make sure you don't miss out on any future live stream. And again, we are going to be live streaming from the brand new Norwegian Luna here in a little under 3 weeks. So we even do onboard live streams when we can. We usually have a pretty good time. So thank you guys again so much. Yes, I agree. MSC, if MSC builds those ships, I think Royal will go bigger. I think Royal's successor to the Icon class is probably, it's in early development, I'm sure. They're already planning their next big thing. I know they've got the Project Discovery that they're working on. That's going to be announced. I guess they've already announced the order has been placed, but you know that, so that project exists. But I think there's something else, because that's the Discovery class is designed to kind of take the place of their aging fleet, not necessarily in a capacity or size fashion, but on those itineraries at least. And then, so in that case, you know, this isn't going to be an Icon successor or anything like that, but I do think that that is in the works. Take a nap and edit a bit after. Nice. All right. Yeah. Have a good one, man. I'm glad you enjoyed your cruise. And yeah, we'll catch up later on the gaming channel. Yeah, Luna's an amazing ship. I'm excited to see, because I haven't sailed on Prima, but I've gotten to tour her, so I got to spend a few hours on board, kind of check out the ship, see what it's all about, and now I get to actually sail in Luna, so see how those two compare. And then I'll be sailing on Aura for the first Miami sailing, so I'll be able to kind of compare all three of the iterations of that ship class, which would be really, really cool. Michael Wallace, hello, hello, welcome. Watching this at 2:40 a.m. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, Seashore, let's see what we got. Yeah, I am lucky I got a spot today. I got here really early, and I honestly wasn't even guaranteed to get in here. It was, the sign said they were full, but I drove up here anyways. I drove up anyways, even though the sign said they were full, and they let me in. Yes, lots of reviews, lots of videos are coming from Luna. Absolutely. I will make as many videos as I possibly can from that cruise. Behind the scenes too. I haven't done a behind the scenes tour. It'd be cool to give it a shot. I don't think they would let me film anything back in the, you know, some of the secure areas though. Yeah, I noticed he wasn't able to get in today. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I got here super early today, and it was already full when I got here. Luna is Spanish-Italian for moon. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. That's cool. Yeah, she's got a big moon on the front of her bow too, which is really cool. Won't even let you do a cell phone? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, usually they're pretty strict on filming behind the scenes tours. I got to do a behind the scenes, I did the galley tour on Wonder of the Seas back in 23. That was really cool. We had the maitre d', or the head waiter, the head waitress, invited us essentially. It's funny because she saw my camera and was like, "Oh my gosh, like, do you vlog and do you do, you know, videos, like YouTube videos?" I'm like, "Yeah." And so I showed her, and then like maybe 2 or 3 days later, she like walked up to her table and was like, "Hey, like, you know, we offered this, you know, as like compensation for like, you know, an unfortunate event or, you know, experience the other day for a nearby table. You know, they opened up a galley tour essentially, and they're like, hey, you know, we have additional availability. Do you want to come? So I got to do a free galley tour, which is really cool. And she's like, and you know, because she knew I had my camera and stuff like that, she's like, film as much as you want. I was like, this is awesome. Yeah, I saw I got to at least get on the helicopter. That was pretty cool. Did back of house tour on Grandiosa. There's no camera, no phones, or recording devices allowed. Super strict. That's crazy. Yeah, I feel like MSC is very strict about a lot of just random things, and that's one of them. Behind the scenes tour of Eurybia. Oh, that's cool. I want to go on Eurybia so bad. That ship looks amazing. I know it's just like Grandiosa, or it's very close to it at least, but I'd love to go on Eurybia. And we are really closing in on 18,000 on this channel. That's amazing. We are just a little bit over 150 subscribers away from 18,000 on this channel. That is awesome to see. Thank you guys all so much. You know, if you're checking us out for the first time, if you guys are a regular, and especially our members, thank you again to our members for all your support of the channel. Our members do get the early access to the ship spotting videos and the cruise vlogs when they're available. I don't have any, I have members only videos that I still need to get them out early for you guys, but thank you again so much to our members and again all of the subscribers that we have here on the channel. This is the MSC Seashore that we're looking at. Trying to dodge the rocket. Yeah, we're looking at the MSC Seashore right now. She should be underway any minute now. Any minute. Remaining departures. We got MSC Seashore today at 4:30, delayed, unfortunately, and then Norwegian Prima at 6. At least it's still light out later, which is nice. Very, very fortunate in that sense that daylight savings, and it's now light out later. Yep, every stream means 1 week closer to your cruise. I love to hear it. Yeah, you're gonna have a great time on Seashore. I loved that ship. Fantastic ship, very pretty. I even sailed on her sister ship, Seascape, and really, really loved that ship. I'll be on Seaside soon. Despite being just a smaller version of Seashore, the Seaside seems a lot different as far as the layout, which is really cool. So I'm excited to see how those two compare. Has summer started? For Florida, basically. Florida, it's always just extremely hot here. I think that was Prima saying 6. I have been on Seashore. I sailed on Seashore last January, so a little bit over a year ago. So if you want, there is a ship tour on the channel in the ship tours playlist. If you scroll down just a little bit, you'll find the Seashore tour. I zigzag my way from top to bottom of the ships. But very, very pretty ship. I've been on both her and Seascape last year and loved them. Should be. Yeah, I noticed the Seaside has a buffet down on deck 8. It is really interesting. She's got like one kind of oddly near the back pool, but then the main one is down in deck 8, which is odd placement for it. I'm hoping my yacht club upgrade offer goes through. It's very cheap too. I think they tailored the Seaside and the Seaside Evo class, those two, the Seaside ships. They're more tailored to the U.S. market, I feel like, in a variety of different ways. I think they specifically, built those ships to kind of tailor to this market. So I think that's why they do the best, and they're so popular here in Florida. And I think also just because they offer the short cruises on them as well. And they're a fantastic deal. They're usually very, 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 very cheap cruises, and they're fantastic values. You just don't snap them. I saw that happen like twice to Seaside recently. She didn't laugh when you asked to go on cruises by yourself. I don't know why she would. I don't know why she would have thought that. I see nothing wrong with it. Take a sip of my water. I'm sorry?
You have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel. I live stream the sailways.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the name?
It's my first and last name. It's Brandon Barker. I've got a card here, I think. I should.
I can look it up right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's just my first and last name. I usually come out here to Port Canaveral every weekend or so and do the live stream of the ships coming out. So I'm not talking to myself, I promise.
No, I didn't think so. The super chats give
Yeah.
away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So you go on cruises and do it from there too?
Yes. Yes. I usually go on probably close to 5 or 6 a year, and I'll stream from there. I'll make just videos of me walking around the ships. I'll do ship tour videos, things like that.
Two, one this year. So excited from Barcelona
Okay.
to here.
Which one was that?
Sun Princess.
Oh, awesome. Very cool. I've been wanting to try that.
Rome to ended in Barcelona.
Nice. That's awesome.
Going on a 43-day one next year.
Oh, wow. Where to?
It starts in New Zealand,
Okay.
Auckland, and then goes through Australia and New Caledonia and Fiji and
Oh, wow.
Samoa
That's awesome.
and Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle.
That's awesome. My grandparents did one similar to that several years ago. They started in Hawaii. I think the ship circled Hawaii for about a week and then started making its way. And then they went through New Caledonia, all the, Tahiti, Bora Bora, all that. Got to Sydney, and then they stayed on when I got to Sydney for another 2 weeks, and it went out to New Zealand and Tasmania.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're doing a globe before the cruise
Okay.
in Australia,
That's awesome.
and then we have a week between the cruise and the tour finishing.
That's awesome.
So we're gonna go to New Zealand
Nice.
and then get on the ship. And the ship is gonna go through New Zealand again. So I'm telling him, let's look up the places where the cruise is you go to places with cruise is not going.
Right. You got to see as much as you can.
Say, see more.
Right. That's cool. There it goes.
They don't have any cruises like this through India. We went on a tour to India, but couldn't find any cruises.
Okay. Yeah, there's not many as far as the major cruise lines. I don't see too many that go to India. They have some very small, typically they're secondhand, old retired ships that are sold off. Like I know the old Empress of the Seas from Royal Caribbean is with, I don't know which one particularly, but I know it's a small Indian cruise line.
The only thing I found was like it was a local for
Yeah.
Indians to go and just went to these islands.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not too many from the major cruise lines that go out that direction.
It's an interesting trip.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have quite a few subscribers, don't you?
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm coming up on 18,000 almost.
Oh wow.
Yes, MSC is moving. Dimitri, hello. I'm assuming you made it back to Tampa? Yes, I am alive after the wedding yesterday. That was fun. Let's see. Heading to dinner right now. Oh, that's right. You had that Brazilian steakhouse or something like that tonight. That's cool. Seashore sailing a 4-night cruise, calling at Ocean Cay and Nassau, Bahamas, returning on Thursday. Nice. The Seashore is a great ship to do a weekend cruise on too. She's not too big like Utopia to where you can't catch everything in a single weekend. But at the same time, it's big enough to where, I think it's a good competitor with Utopia. And she has a lot to offer, but, it's not too much in too short of amount of time. You know what I mean? Last cruise ship today is the Norwegian Prima at 6 p.m. No best man speech. His brother was best man. I have an overnight in Ocean Cay in October. Oh, that's cool. Usually, so the big party on MSC is called the White Party. And typically on the overnight stays, they will do the White Party out on Ocean Cay when it's there overnight. As of May is another overnight. Nice. Ship is quieter because everybody is at Lighthouse. Oh, that is cool. The lighthouse there is really neat. Don't miss the little lighthouse projection show that they do there in Ocean Cay. It's really, really cool. Usually right as the ship is getting ready to leave, or sometime throughout the night, if it's an overnight, they'll do a big projection show on the lighthouse there. I don't know if they're going to do it when I sail on Seaside soon, but I know they did it when I was on Seascape. but we're not staying there very long on Seaside. Yep, Seashore is underway. Only 6 hours in Nassau? That's honestly not that much time. I'm not necessarily complaining. I don't really have any desire to like stay an extended amount of time in Nassau, but it is weird that they cut back on the time. Yeah, the overnight's gonna be really cool. Let's see. I've been hoping to get an overnight, but I haven't just, I think they usually do them on those 4 nights throughout, like during the actual week. And usually I can only get on the weekend cruises. Yes, that new island next to Ocean Cay is called a Little Cay. It should be, to my knowledge, for Explorer Journeys ships and Yacht Club members or Yacht Club guests is what they'll be doing for Little Cay. And they're also building a second pier as well. That's part of the big expansion for Ocean Cay. It should be ready, I believe it'll be done relatively soon. If it's not late this year, it's late next year. That second pier will be done before World Atlantic. I know that. Only seasonal in Dubai? Oh man. World Europa comes out that way pretty frequently though, doesn't she? I know she does Mediterranean a lot, but I've seen her over in Dubai several times. Yeah, it's still only a small pile of sand, but they've been making some pretty quick progress on it. I'm excited to see it again in May. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I bet you the butler that you have for Yacht Club, I bet you they do decorate the room somehow for you. Usually when you're staying in Yacht Club, and those butlers will go above and beyond for you. Nice, very cool. Still small pile of sand. Jeez. Yeah, they gotta get ready on, or gotta get going on that. Yeah. I have not been to Dubai. It seems like a very pretty city though. Trying to convince the wife to try Explora, but the food might be too fancy for her. No mac and cheese or chicken nuggets on those ships. I have heard nothing but unbelievably good things about Explorer Journeys. He does a lot of really good like travel type videos about ships. He's not necessarily a cruise channel per se, but he does a lot of cruise ship reviews. Bright Sun Films, if you've ever heard of him, or Bright Sun Travel, I think. But he's very, very critical too. So he recently sailed on, I think it was Explora 2, I want to say, 1 or 2. I think it was 2. He did, I believe, a transatlantic on Explora 2, and he loved it. Nearly gave it a perfect 10 out of 10, which is far, far better than just about anything he's ever reviewed. But everything about that ship, he had nothing but great things to say about it. Afraid to get spoiled in yacht club. Yeah, that's what I'm a little worried about. If my
Feeling that 2 out, and wires will be down for you, Captain.
Okay, you can slide out to the green side, and wires are going to be down. All right, will you give me a shot back when you get out of the channel and in position and drop the wires, please?
Absolutely, will do, Cap. We'll start moving for you right now.
Thank you.
Cruising After 50 is a good. I haven't heard of them. I'll have to check them out. Yes, he is a big Disney fan. I think he's done a review on Wish, Treasure, and Destiny, all 3 of those. Nassau's become dull without new offerings or entertainment. Preference would be to stay on board, especially if the itinerary is on a mega ship. I 100% agree with that. Nassau's never really been my favorite in the first place. I think I frequently go there because I am always on the weekend ships that just only visit the Bahamas. But I can absolutely agree with that. I just get off and take pictures of the ships and get right back on board. All right, deck 12 forward, orange Tennessee flags. All right, I'll keep an eye out for him. Yes, the Royal Beach Club did help a lot with that, though. Yes, I hear amazing things about MSC's pizza. Just don't get the club sandwich. Let's see, has no meat, just egg. Ew. How far can you get near to a ship as a non-passenger? Here in Canaveral, the closest one you'll get to is the Royal Caribbean Terminal. There's a restaurant that's right on the edge, that's right next door to the terminal. And there's actually a little spot where you can actually walk out and get right up behind the ship. You're maybe 100 feet from it. Yeah, exactly. The few times that I've been on Utopia, that's exactly what I did. Just kind of take off, get off the ship, grab a couple pictures, and call it a day. Disney believe coming to Port Canaveral since the Wish is leaving for Europe. Yeah, I don't believe they confirmed it, but yes. I don't think that's a confirmed fact, but I believe she is. I believe she is going to be replacing Wish. Disney Dream is going to step in for her place over the summer, and then late 2027, right? 27? Yeah, late 27. The Believe will take over the 3 and 4 night itineraries. Yeah, there is a big tackle shop right there too. I agree. They should put Luna in Canaveral. I think with it like being like the moon and like starry themed with the paint, I think it would look really good here and on the quote unquote Space Coast. They would be really cool. See you next Saturday on the 9th on Grandiosa. Nice. Cool. Have a great time on Grandiosa. That is an awesome ship. I sailed on her back in January. Fantastic ship. One of my favorites. I'm going to Port Canaveral in October. I think you'll eat at Fish Lips. I haven't tried Fish Lips. I've tried Grills and I've tried Rusty's. They're both in that big strip. But I haven't tried Fish Lips specifically though. But I hear it's very good. Gators is good too. I've tried Gators a couple times. Oh, I think I see you guys. I see the big orange flag. I see the big orange flag. I see you guys. Let's see if I can zoom in. Hold on. There we go. There we go. All right. Yep, found the orange flag. Nice. Cool. I'm glad I was able to catch you guys. All right. Oop, gotta. There we go. There's another one. Tennessee flags and the seashore horns. Very nice. Yes. You can celebrate cruising on a Ritz-Carlton yacht. that would be awesome. That would be cool.
You want to stay around for the sixth one?
Yeah, I'm loving how the channel's been growing lately. Especially these live streams have really done a lot of good things for the channel. I don't think I'll ever quit my day job, at least not anytime soon, but it is becoming fun. It is becoming really, really good and really fun to do this. Prima is scheduled to leave at 6, so she'll be in about 30 minutes. Luna is off the coast of Bahamas right now. She's heading into Miami tomorrow for the first time. But Prima will be underway here in about 30 minutes or so. All right. So we got one more ship to go. Yep, she is passing Great Stirrup Key, or almost, pretty soon. Is Aqua in Great Stirrup today? Those two might be close to each other. Or no, yeah. No, she's in Miami. I guess they'll pass tonight. Oh my gosh, Jeff, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat, man. Let's see, here's just something you can consider that quit your day job thing. Oh man, that would be great, man. I'd be out here every day. But thank you so much, Jeff. Use that same format on your live streams. Calm, pause, in between, relaxed atmosphere. Don't fall for the endless time. No, I like interacting with you guys, but also at the same, like I'm also filming the videos. Like I do, on top of the streams, I'm filming an actual just dedicated edited ship spotting videos. That's what I built this channel off of, doing the edited videos. So, you know, I like to keep doing that. That's what I enjoy. It's my gas, but dude, it took me $60 to fill up this Civic the other day. $60 to fill up a Honda Civic. Granted, it takes 93. It takes premium gas, but still. I love those high compression engines. But, yeah. Yeah, I like talking to you guys in between the ships as the ships come by. We're here to enjoy the ships. You know, we'll hear the horns go. We'll do this and that. So, but yeah, I enjoy what we're doing. What's my professional career? My day job, I am a financial analyst. As my day job. Lots and lots of numbers. You're trying to, I agree. It'll go up higher. It's just a pain to get it to go up higher at this point. But it will go higher. Yeah, it's a lot of math. I basically am nose deep in Excel spreadsheets all day. It's a great time. Not really, but it is what I went to school for, though, so it's nice to kind of be in that field that I studied to be in. All right, let's go ahead and we'll zoom in on Prima here. And she'll be off the dock here relatively soon. Ventura's in port. Yeah, that'll be cool to see in Ventura. I saw her a couple years ago because she does like a random, it's like once a year. It's like a 30-day round trip transatlantic from Southampton where it'll do, you know, the couple of days across, sail through the Caribbean, come into Miami, Canaveral, and then head straight back across for like a round trip, essentially. But it's really, really cool. Can you imagine a 132 night on a Magnifica? That would be crazy. I don't know if Magnifica is a ship that I would do 130 nights on. I would definitely, I feel like if I was gonna do something super, super long, I'd have to be on something a little bit bigger, just so I'm not so, I don't know, bored, I guess. Not that I would be overly bored. But I also say that I really liked the Norwegian Star, and that is a very, very small ship, not a whole lot going on. And I really enjoyed that ship, and I think that ship is probably much, much better for those long haul itineraries like that. So that would be really cool, actually. There's certain ships that are just really, really good with those long itineraries compared to others. You used to work AP for a construction company. That's cool. That's fun. That's cool. I'm sure there's some very interesting situations and videos, I'm sure, in a job like that. No, the orange towel was a viewer. They were a viewer, so they had an orange towel draped over their balcony to kind of help show where they were. I think it was a University of Tennessee towel. That is a good idea, though. I like that idea, actually. Just like a bright colored like towel or something like that. That'd be interesting. I can try to look into something like that. A bright yellow towel that says Pookie. That would be funny. I'll have to look into that. And you have a merch store? Ooh. Okay. I think they have something similar, I feel like, in YouTube, or at least like you can set up like a storefront. But it's usually like Amazon affiliate links. Switch to LNG in your car as those new mega ships. Oh my gosh. You know what? It's funny that Honda actually used to make a natural gas powered Honda Civic. Actually, I think it was the 8th generation Honda Civics were. I know the 9th generation, the 2012s to 2015s, there was at least 1 year that they did a natural gas variant, which is really interesting. I'm sure it was hard to find a place that you could actually fill one of those up. Orange Beach out with a logo on. Okay. Yeah, that would actually be really cool. I will look into it. Yeah, it is interesting that there are actually cars that run off of natural gas. Despite having a sporty car, it does get very good gas mileage. On the Carnival Freedom tomorrow. Nice. Awesome. I hope you have a great time. Yeah, so I have the Civic Si. I've mentioned that in the past streams as well, but I have the Honda Civic Si. It's one of their, it's like a borderline sports car. It's a very fun commuter car, basically. Only comes in a stick shift, 4-cylinder turbocharged, all that fun stuff. Has like the cool little bucket seats, but despite it being very sports, purpose, I guess, it does get very good gas mileage. I can usually average about 35 to 40 miles per gallon coming out to the port, which is crazy for something that's considered sporty. But it still costs a lot to fill up. If you get the SQ5 tuned, now it gets mileage of a 30-year-old pickup. But that's all that matters, right? As long as it gets around quick. I'd like to do a tune on the SI, but I don't want to void the warranty yet. I'll do the other upgrades. I'm looking at an exhaust, new intercoolers, charge pipes, all that. But I won't tune it. I'll just run like a base map tune, but I won't do that until I hit the warranty expires. So I'll probably blow a head gasket, I'm sure. Truck is a GMC Canyon 2019, great for trips to Florida. Honestly, having a truck would be nice to ship spot with. It'd be a nice little ship spotting rig. That Mazda I had for a little bit of time was a very nice ship spotting vehicle, but it wasn't me. The so-called rice rock. Yeah. It's not gonna. It at least won't have like the little fart cannon on it and all that. The new ones are the new Hondas are much more tame than those old ones. It's always gonna fill up for $30 regardless. Gonna head out. All right, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. Why do cruise ships blow their horn when they leave? Sometimes so when they first push off the dock, it's technically a maritime law to do one horn blast to signal that you're coming off the dock or that you're moving. There's usually 3 blasts, like 3 short blasts in repetition like that in order to show that you're backing up. But typically, like as they're coming out, sometimes 3 long blasts will be like a salute. Like sometimes whenever you hear the ship or you see the ships coming out, they'll do 3 long blasts as like a hello or like a waving, essentially. But that's there's a variety of different, sequences of horns for a variety of reasons. Thinks I'm famous. That's funny. That's funny. Speaking of the newer Civics, there's actually somebody with a new Type R, like 2 cars over from me earlier. It looked awesome. That is the next purchase. is a Type R. The worst part about the Civic Si is it immediately makes you want to buy a Type R. Alrighty, probably about 15 minutes or so, and we'll get the Norwegian Prima final one of the day underway. We've seen people streaming at the ports in the Caribbean. I have not seen anybody that really does that. Especially not streaming. Off to see Hoppers. Oh, nice. I haven't seen that yet. Have a good one though. Thanks for hanging out. I still need to see that movie. I'm excited for the new Mario movie too. I'm gonna go see that opening night. Caleb's gonna get me free tickets. On our 8th cruise with 13 people. Cruise ships blow the horn in this video. There's been a few. Star of the Seas did 3 horns as she was coming by, and then the MSC Seashore did. I think I only counted 2, but we had a couple ships already do at least a couple horns, and then we're hoping that we get a couple more from Prima. Although she doesn't do them very regularly, so I'm not sure if we'll get any more today, but that would be great if we do. Yeah, if you want, you can rewind if you need to, and you want to catch those. But yeah, they're both ships did them as they're coming by, so they shouldn't make it relatively easy to find them. Did I forget something? uh, I think what they do is they were going down into the turning basin, so they kind of turned in, and then when they swung a little bit out of frame, and then when they came back in to complete the turn, they kind of came back into frame. But that would be funny. Yeah, it kind of just makes a big circle. It can't spin the way a cruise ship can, so it kind of has to go in and just kind of cut it hard. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. What birthday party should you do on the cruise? Oh, that sounds like fun. Captain's hanging out at the slots. The captain bet it all on black. He's got to turn it around to get back into open waters. Yeah. It really can barely float. That's awesome. You're so right, though. It'll be 40. Oh, nice. Awesome. I would say, I don't know, what would a good birthday party be on a ship? Come along, Prima. We're getting hungry. I don't know, what am I feeling tonight for dinner? Am I feeling Chili's or... Ooh, $500 onboard credit would be nice. What's the story with the old Navy ship? I don't know, actually. That's just kind of been... It's almost permanently there at this point. Honestly, I almost never see that thing move. It's been there for years. MSC gives you a cake. Ooh, nice. I'll have to tell them. I won't be on Harmony during my birthday, but I'll get off the day before my birthday, and maybe I'll say, Harmony's gonna be a fun, God, I'm not ready to turn 30, but at least it's kind of my last little hoorah of my 20s, I guess, is going on Harmony. Prima dropping lines, nice. Not moving yet, but sounds like she'll be moving here relatively soon. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Harmony, and then right after that is going to be World America. Yes, but yeah, some onboard credit would be nice. Sometimes, to kind of plug my friends at Cruises It. Sometimes if you book through them, they do. Sometimes we'll throw in some onboard credit. Whether sometimes it's maybe just $25, but sometimes depending on the cabin that you book, you could get upwards of, sometimes I've seen $50 of onboard credit. So sometimes they'll just throw in some onboard credit just for booking through them. So not only are they getting you a good deal, but they may even try to help you out a little bit, throw in a couple extra dollars for some onboard credit, and of course it helps support the channel as well by booking through them. Yeah, I think there's a couple cruises where we have just like $25, but it's usually because we've booked like an inside. We've got to submit our Legend one to them. Because Caleb booked that one on board to get a couple bucks of onboard credit as well. But we'll have to submit that to them.
West Base on Cruise Terminal 6, bound for sea. Standing by channel 12 for concerned traffic. Paddleboard the Norwegian Cruise Line.
260 for Grandiosa? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a lot of onboard credit. I wish MSC would let you use your onboard credit for stuff ahead of the cruise. You get a birthday cake, a champagne bottle, and a coupon for one of the upcharge restaurants on World America last year. Wow, that's awesome. That's a lot, actually. I've noticed that MSC gives out a lot of free champagne. Just like for the most random reason, they'll just give you a big bottle of champagne, which is cool. They whenever we did the Aria balcony on Grandiosa, they gave us a bottle of champagne. I think that's standard for Aria guests. But like when I sailed on Seascape last year, we had our room was a little dirty. Not in a bad way. It was just, you know, I think they just didn't do a very good job cleaning it. And we had said something like, hey, like our room's not like the cleanest. And they had it cleaned, completely redone within 20 minutes. So they're, at least in my experience, MSC's been very, very quick to resolve things if you ask. And because we were like, hey, you know, we have this problem, they gave us a free bottle of champagne as well, which is really nice. Face the camera to that ship. Prima is the one that's kind of sitting in the background behind all the light posts. Oh, the soap. Yeah, the med soap would be cool. We got the little stick scent thingies where you stick the little sticks inside of the jar. I have one of those in my apartment. I think Caleb got one. Caleb bought one, but one also came with our Aria package. Usually with Aria, it seems like you get the little MSC scent smellies, and then you get a bottle of champagne too. Yeah, using onboard credit for gratuities as well is that's a good idea too. Good idea to work on a cruise ship? It depends. A lot of people love to do it. They make really, really long and good careers out of working on cruise ships. It's not for everybody, but you know there are some people that absolutely love it. Emmanuel, thank you. Yeah, we like just to sit here, chat about the cruise ships as they head out. Just kind of hang out on the weekends. You got one bottle of champagne for the Aria, 2 for your Blue Diamond. Oh my gosh, Blue Diamond. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever met anybody that has Blue Diamond. That's pretty high up there with MSC. That's awesome. You can buy the soap on board, but nowhere else. Oh, I didn't know you could buy the soap on board. I'll have to look at that. Yes, crew members are usually treated fairly well. It's long hours, not a whole lot of days off. So it just kind of depends on what you value with work. You know, you're on the ship, so you're going to be working most of the time on there. There's not really anywhere to go once on your days off, so you don't normally get a whole lot of them in the first place. So it just kind of depends. You can status match up to diamond, but the rest has to be cruises. Okay. Yeah, I got gold. That was with a emerald status. I guess I'm diamond now, but it was the same. I think it was the same status for diamond as well. But I got gold when I did my status match on MSC, and I need to yell at Caleb again to do that because he never did it for Grandiosa. Oh, I think Prima might be moving. Hope the captain on Vista would give you a bridge tour. That'd be cool. Prima sailing on a 7-night cruise calling to Great Stirrup Key, Falmouth, Jamaica, Georgetown, Grand Cayman, Cozumel, Mexico, returning on Sunday. Nice, very nice. That's a pretty good itinerary. I'm not the biggest fan of Falmouth, or Jamaica in general. I have not had very good experience in Jamaica the last few times I've been there, but it does look like that's a pretty packed itinerary though. You have so many Hilton and Best Western points. You could have that would have been awesome. I honestly didn't know that either. I thought you had to only use another cruise line. I did not know that was a thing, to use like a hotel point too. I guess it's probably in the fine print somewhere. Where's Star of the Seas? Star of the Seas is just a little bit south of us now. She left about an hour ago. Reached our first diamond after 3 cruises with MSC. Then we reached Blue Diamond after 6. Oh, thanks to Yacht Club. Oh yeah, because that's what they do. They use how much you spend essentially, and I think you get bonus points. I'm assuming with Yacht Club and suites and things like that. So that's cool. I really don't have a whole lot of points per se because I keep doing inside rooms for MSC, but yeah, they do it by how much you spend technically. But it's not like Carnival where it resets. Is the Carnival Vista going out today? She went out yesterday. Yeah, Vista was yesterday, but she'll be here next Sunday. She's on an 8-night sailing. Oh, very cool. In 3 weeks on a 6-day sailing. Nice. I will unfortunately not be here streaming that sail away because I'll be on a cruise myself. I will be on the Norwegian Luna in 3 weeks. But I hope you have a fantastic time on Vista. She's a great ship. I sailed on Vista when she was brand new, back in 2016. She's an awesome ship, and Horizon's a very nice ship as well. So weird seeing Prima back there. It's only good for 5 years. That didn't any cruise with MSC to Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I didn't know it resets. But 5 years is a long amount of time though. So you can easily keep your status. I mean, 2 years is a little too quick. And like to get diamond status with Carnival, it's like $30,000 in 2 years or something like that. Like it's a little excessive. Sailed on Vista last May and was great. Nice, very awesome. Yeah, Vista's a great ship. She's kind of like that in between one. She's not huge. She's one of their newer ships, but she's not, one of the new big mega ships. That was still kind of in the era where Carnival was still making relatively mid-sized ships. First time on Vista class, did the Excel 3 years ago. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, those Excel class ships are fantastic. I've only been on Mardi Gras out of that class so far, but awesome ship. I loved it. Two a.m. Oh my gosh. That's great. You need to get some sleep, man. There we go. Oh yeah, that new Carnival loyalty program, they really did they made just about everybody mad. I, me personally, I didn't think their loyalty perks weren't very good in the first place. So I mean, it's like the only thing I really cared about was the priority boarding, and they hardly even give you that for platinum status anymore. They will just like send out letters like the day before a cruise and just like, oh, your loyalty benefits don't apply this cruise. It's like, oh, okay. How much is a DJ on a cruise ship? I don't know if you could. I don't know if you can rent a DJ. As far as how much they make, though, I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely on the train of not having or not really being very overall like happy about those new Carnival benefits. I think they're bare bones in the first place, and now I have to pay a lot of money to even get them. But if I'm cruising with Carnival, it's not because of the loyalty status, though. It's usually because I want to check out the ship. But at the same time, I've also been platinum for over probably close to 15 years at this point, and now I'm about to lose my platinum status. So that makes me not want to go on them anymore. You know what I mean? Like I've been high up with you guys for so long. Now I'm just back to being a newbie. Only cruise Carnival when you're hoping to get into a brawl. That's crazy. Yeah, usually they'll have somebody DJing like the big deck parties. That would be fun. All right, Prima, I'm getting hungry. You could probably ask. I'm sure, it never hurts to ask guest services. You never know. I guess the worst they could do is say no. Yeah, that sounds like it would be really cool. So you know what? While Prima is spinning, I'm gonna run to the restroom. Don't worry, I'm not gonna take the mic, but I'll be right back. I'm just gonna set the microphone down, and I'll be in the chat if for any questions still. But I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. Alrighty, we are back. Oh, whoops. There we go. We're all clipped up again. Alrighty. Alright, let's see. Should have taken the mic. Oh, God. That would have been a very awkward for those who were just tuning in during that. Yeah, exactly. If I'm watching the stream as I'm walking over there and I see the camera moving, then I gotta run. Yes, only ship left is the Prima. Yep, final ship of the day. The lighting's a little harsh at the moment, but I'll be all right. Yep, I love having a Prima class here. I wish they would put the Encore here. I love seeing the Encore. I've only seen her a handful of times, but she's a very, very pretty ship. But I love having the Prima class ships here. I wish we would get Viva, just because I haven't seen that one yet. Viva, we'll be getting Aqua again soon. And of course, Luna. I hope Aura eventually comes to Canaveral. I think that would be a cool one too. I feel like I say Aura, like I have different pronunciations for it, but same thing. There we go. Encore has a few times left in Miami. It's 2 years on the West Coast. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That would be cool to go back out to the West Coast to go on it, though. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I noticed that because I was looking to use those Cruise Next deposits that I had purchased. I was looking to see if maybe I can hop on Encore a little bit, but probably not. Think you can have a live band at your party? Possibly. I think the best rule of thumb is whenever you go on your cruise, just go to guest services and ask them. The worst they could say is no. Yeah, never hurts to ask. I've noticed Bliss has been gone over on the West Coast a long time too. Bliss is going to visit Canaveral next year. Really? Oh, I'm so excited for that. That's awesome. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. So it's funny because I was on one of the first sailings on Bliss. But after I sailed on Bliss, I didn't see her for years. And I've only seen her like maybe 2-3 times. Other than the fact that I sailed on her for 2 weeks, I've only seen her about two to 3 times after that. Sailing in New York City. Oh, interesting, cool. I noticed they put her in New York City a lot. It's like if she's not on the West Coast, she's in Miami or New York City. That's cool. I've noticed Breakaway's shown up here a couple of times lately too. Breakaway will be home ported here in Port Canaveral soon, and I'm so excited for that. I'm gonna try to go on Breakaway as soon as she gets here. or shortly after at least. I know around the time that she does begin sailing from Port Canaveral is around the time I go on that week-long World Atlantic cruise. So I'm thinking probably early 2028. Not booked yet. I'm not booking any 2028 cruises yet. It's too early to really even book a 2027 cruise, but here we are with like 5 or something like that of them booked already. But oh no, no worries. I enjoy answering everybody's questions. But yeah, I'll see, you know, once it gets a little bit closer, probably sometime next year, when I start looking at the 28 sailings for, you know, around sometime next year, I'll probably try to get breakaway pretty early. First time is November 4th. Oh, really? Is that, let's see, November 4th is, November 4th is a Wednesday. Darn it. That would be cool. I would love to see that ship again. Ooh, that's not fun. Getting sick on a cruise is not fun. Let's see. My phone is dying. It's like not warm. It's not like burning hot inside this car, but it's kind of toasty and it feels really good actually. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy with that either. Where's the ship going? Her first destination is Great Stirrup Key. She's on a Western Caribbean cruise. I believe it was Great Stirrup, Falmouth, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel. Um, I'm not sure. I mean, the horn blasts are usually kind of random. It's kind of hard to prepare yourself for when they do them, but they don't do them very often. Usually, like when you're first starting to leave a port, that's about the main time that you would actually hear them do the horns. It really does take them forever to get out. Yeah, as long as it takes them to get to Jetty Park, they might as well dock here. They should. I would be the tour guide. I would be a great tour guide for ship spotting. I just got a text from my mom. Why is the NCL ship so slow? Yeah, they're moving pretty just kind of chill pace today.
Yeah, last outbound cruise ship is about to exit the middle basin now. Just checking on your status. Are you're clear the channel now? Goodbye to your call. That's a wire down. Thank you.
Ugh. I just threw sand all over my computer on accident. Yeah, she's a very tall ship. She's tonnage wise, Prima is actually quite similar to Breakaway in tonnage, but Prima's quite tall. But her sisters Aqua and Luna are about 10% larger, which are about just a hair larger than Epic. And then the new Aura and eventual sixth one will be larger than Encore. Not far to Great Stirrup Cay, you're right, yeah. They don't need to go very fast to get there. Caleb Tim, hello, hello. They really do. And the hot tub near the slides. Oh, nice. Very cool. Very cool. What is the name of the one just announced a couple weeks ago? It was supposed to be biggest. That would be Norwegian Aura, was the one that was just recently announced. There we go. All right. By the two. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I think I saw a couple people waving over that way. Very cool. I hope you guys have a great cruise on the Prima. Yeah, I'm so excited to see Luna. Super, super excited. All right, zoom in. Bye. It was nice.
Watching you while you.
Oh, really? That's awesome. That's awesome. It was nice meeting you.
All right.
All right. Yes, very, very pretty ship. But all right, as we start wrapping things up, I have family that are going to be in town on Saturday, so most likely no stream on Saturday, but we'll be back here right on Sunday. So stay tuned. Again, I just got family in town, so I won't be here Saturday again, but we'll be right back here next weekend. So I hope to see you guys there. We'll leave the stream running for just a few more minutes, but I hope you guys all enjoyed. We had a great turnout today, this afternoon, and we can't wait to see you guys again next weekend. Eurybia into the chat. I'll zoom in just a little bit. Yeah, I got some family on, I think they're on the Joy right now. They're coming back Friday, and so they're going to stay here on Saturday, so it'll be nice to see them again. Yep, stay tuned for some announcements this week. I think I would be willing to put money on us seeing Icon 4 announced this week. So I'm feeling very, very confident about that. We might even get some new details on maybe the new Disney ship, perhaps. I know we just got the name for it, but maybe we'll get some details on it. But I know for sure we should be getting some sort of Icon announcement today or this week. So stay tuned. It'll be an awesome time. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for watching. And again, we won't be here again Saturday, but we will be right back here on Sunday. So I hope to see you all then. Thank you all for liking the stream and tuning in this weekend. We had an awesome time, And yeah, we'll see you next weekend. Have a great week, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your night.